I'm in the garage today. Going to be changing oil on a 2015 Audi Q5 with a 2.0 turbo on it. I'll show you the special tool I get to use here in a second that I'm really excited about using. It's supposed to like make no mess for the oil. Couple things. This is a 5W40 full synthetic Castrol. That's what Audi prefers, so that's what I'm going to stick with. I didn't have time to go over to Audi to actually get a filter, so I got me a Wix filter just from down the road at O'Reilly's. If you have the specific vehicle, it's a 57561 Wix filter. I went ahead and wrote the date on there. Here in a minute, I'm going to write the miles on there once that car gets here, just so I know when I need to change it again. I don't like putting stickers on the windshield. Another thing, I've had this for a long time. It's an oil filter socket, big enough so it goes on top of the filter, like so. You can twist it off. It makes it a lot easier to take off, because sometimes those things are on there really tight. But let me show you that tool that I'm going to use. So what it is this little container here. It's got this cap that twists on, twists off. You can see the little clips there, or the little hooks. This is the main hose here. This is going to be the hose I use today. It's a little skinnier, but it's going to go down into the oil pan. And it does come with some other hoses. That's going to be for brake bleeding. You can do a lot of things with this: transmission, oil, brake bleeding, stuff like that. I got that off of Amazon for like 70 bucks. So it's going to leave a little bit of oil in there. Not a whole lot to worry about. When all things considered, you put another almost 5 quarts in there. If you got a little bit in there, it ain't gonna hurt it. So let's get cracking. Before you actually get started, you can take the engine cover off, and it literally just pops off. So lay that over here to the side. This piece, if it's not perfectly sideways like that, it won't come up. See? So I have it sideways. There's little notches down here, and they'll pull right off. So that's going to go down in here. Let's get that filter off real quick. This should have a anti-drain valve on there, or anti-check valve, so it shouldn't let a lot of oil come out. But just in case you don't want to trust it, just have it pour a little bit out there, and we're gonna sit this on the workbench for now. Take this off so it can kind of breathe a little bit. And I'm going to put that over here so I don't miss it. Now let's put that tube in here. Alright, it's in. Now we're going to cut this up. See, alright, there it goes. Every now and then, you might have to keep on hitting it, pumping it, you're building up some more pressure. There it goes, you can hear it. Need a flashlight. It's going. It's kind of hard to see in here. We're about right in here. Pump it up a little bit more. There we go. Alright, I just got all the oil drained out. I did go inside the car. We think we'll have to check the oil level inside the car. It's got a live oil reading. It's empty. So now what we need to do, grab the filter. I did put a little bit of oil on the O-ring here, just to make it seal better. So then we're gonna go ahead and put that sucker down in here. Long threads. Alright, I'm gonna put oil in it. Let's put oil in it. Now with these big 5-quart jugs, I'm not going to put all 5 quarts in here because it only takes 4.9. Put maybe like 4.5 in it and then check it. Best way to do this doesn't look good. It'll take a funnel very easily. Hold it sideways and pour it in. If you hold it the other way, a lot of air will gurgle out. If you hold it sideways, it allows a bigger air pocket, so you don't get those gulps and actually spill it everywhere. This way is how I've been doing it for a very long time. I don't need a funnel. Very rarely do I think I need a funnel. Alright. That's close. Now we're going to start it up. Make sure we don't have any leaks. Let's put the cap back on, right? Make sure it's not leaking from the filter. I did tighten up the filter with the socket a little bit, just to ensure that it is on there good. That's why I got that back out. But it's snug, it's good, it's tight. You don't want to over tight it, because then that would cause some issues with threads and stuff if you over tighten it too much. So let's start it up. All right, so we do have enough in there right now. It says we have too much. We don't, because it hasn't actually pumped it up enough. So once we pump it in there and it runs through all the other galleys and everything, we should be good. I'm gonna let this run for about 2 minutes. Let it get nice and a little bit more warm. It was warm when it got in here, but I just want to make sure that that oil goes everywhere where it needs to. Back inside the car here. Let's go ahead and get all the bells and whistles to come on. So to do this, it's all in here. We hit car, and we'll go to it too. Hit that, service and checks, and then the oil level. Oil level okay, didn't have to take anything out. And then to reset it, come down to service intervals. I just reset it off camera, but if you hit okay, here you come down, reset, and it's reset. So then just put the cover on, you're good to go. We're done.